And good evening and welcome to the University of Emporia State. William L. White Auditorium at Coach Slay, Ron Slaymaker Court. Ryan Ragland with you for 810 Varsity Sports with Rodney White alongside. Tonight it is Game 3 of the Class 5A Boys State Tournament with the Bonner Spring Braves and the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. So far in the tournament, the first two games, Mays defeated St. James Academy 83-56. Andover Central just got done defeating Pittsburgh by a score of 78-61. As those two teams will meet tomorrow at 4:45 with a chance for the state championship. As you can see, Bonner Springs has just come out in the court, and Bishop Carroll with their warm-up right now. And Ronnie, this is going to be quite the interesting game when you take a look at, you got Bonner Springs at 20-2, Bishop Carroll 17-5. Obviously, Bishop Carroll, this is a team out of Wichita that's quite used to, a lot of championships. That's what they do.
Yeah, the defending state champion here in 5A, as they won it last year trying to defend. But you look at the records, and you really can't say a whole lot about the records because they are in that Wichita area. They do play a lot of tough competition. So those 5 losses, while they are the lower seed, you can't really look at those 5 losses because the 5 losses really, these guys try to play really tough schedules as they get to the state tournament. They're not, they're used to seeing tough tournaments, tough teams at that time. Now the Bonner Springs Braves, 20-2 out of the Kansas City area, and that 20-2 is a legit 20-2. They beat a great Piper team. They have beat some really good teams, and Bonner Springs right now, in my opinion, is one of the top 3 teams in the state in 5A. So should be a great matchup between your defending state champions and Bonner Springs.
Talking to Dan Stride earlier this week, and he really thinks that his team probably has 2 of the best guards in the state in his mind, and what he really likes about his team is that he really has the ability to control the tempo of the game. They can really push it up and down. They can really play possession basketball at the same time. They would really like to push it up and down the court with their athleticism.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they are, is an athletic basketball team. An athletic basketball team that knows how to play basketball together, which is, you put those two together and it's extremely scary. But yeah, they are guard-led. They have a senior guard by A.J. Watson. The Watson family in Bonner Springs is synonymous. Finally, I talked to A.J.'s brother, B.J., had a great career at Park Hill, and he told me this is the last of the Watsons. But A.J. Watson, your point guard, your senior-led point guard for Bonner, gets things going for him. And yeah, absolutely, they're extremely versatile and extremely athletic.
The one thing that Bishop Carroll has that Bonner Springs doesn't, and that's the height. You take a look at their starting 5, 6'1", 6'5", 6'3", 6'5", 6'3". They may not be the fastest, but you're going to have to get over them if Bishop Carroll can slow the game down a little bit and get back on defense quick enough and stay ahead of Bonner Springs and really pack in that inside, force Bonner Springs to shoot from the outside. It could be a very interesting game tonight, and I think these 2 games and the next one with Salina Central and Baser Linwood, I think these 2 are going to be the best games tonight.
I absolutely agree, and I'll tell you what, though, just to your point, easier said than done to get back in transition defense against Bonner Springs. Keon Thomas averaging 21.2 points a game for Bonner Springs, their best player, one of the top 5 players in the state of Kansas for the 5A. It's going to be, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an up-and-down fast basketball game tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Need to say huge thanks to this little guy over here, Jackson, helping out with the camera tonight, and also we had a little bit of tech help from Channel 41. Hopefully we got everything working. Yep. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm just going to say I think we got it going. And we were going to try to get a mic down courtside, and I was kind of worried that we might have heard a little bit more than we wanted to from time to time. So we're not going to be able to hear the press announcer. So we'll go ahead and carry everything here. And I try to turn up your mic, and you're really not going to hear it that well, as we will have the playing of the national anthem, I believe, by the Bonner Springs High School Band. Also, we'll have the announcements of the starting lineups. Once again, want to say need to say huge thanks to Chad Rader with 810 Varsity Sports for allowing us to come down here and knock these two games out. As I mentioned, both games that we had, Mays over St. James Academy, 83-56, and Andover Central over Pittsburgh, 78-61. I'm not going to say snooze fest. I mean, there was a lot of action, and I mean, you can just feel electricity. But as we said, you've got a 2-7 and a 3-6, and you talk about Bishop Carroll being a 7 seed. That's slightly unheard of.
Right.
Usually they're used to wearing their white uniforms, but they're in their greens tonight as they are doing the announcements of the coaches and the starting lineups, and we'll get to the starting lineups here in a little bit. As 810 Varsity Sports will also have coverage of tomorrow's games here at Emporia with a game time at 4:45 and 8:15 for the guys. And then they will also have the 3 o'clock and 6:30 for the girls' side, or that's 6A, excuse me. Yep. And one thing we need to mention on the 6A side for the girls, a major upset that happened down in Wichita, Charles Koch Arena. As I pull it up, Liberal 22-0 was defeated by the 8th seed Olathe Northwest Ravens, 57-46.
Huge upset.
Hey, March Madness has started already in the Big 12. Hasn't even kicked Kansas City yet. We'll take a look at some of the other scores real quick before they get started with the starting lineups. On the girls' side, yesterday here at Emporium, McPherson defeated Topeka Seaman 57-41. And it was St. Thomas Aquinas defeating Mays South 47-29. And then it was Blue Valley Southwest with the upset over Goddard 36-34. And Kansas City Schlegel High defeated Wichita Heights in another upset 69-67. So it's going to be McPherson, St. Thomas Aquinas at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And then it's going to be Blue Valley Southwest and Kansas City Schlegel at 6:30 here at William L. White Auditorium here at ESU. As they are getting pretty close for the announcements of the starting lineups.
As you can see down there as well, Bonner Springs brings a great tradition with their student section. They call them the Orange Crush.
The Orange Crush.
The Orange Crush.
They stole that from Denver?
Possibly, but you see
Denver really hasn't used that Orange Crush for a while, have they? So I guess they could go ahead and take it because they're not going to need it for a while.
Right, absolutely.
And now they're going to announce the starters. First for Bishop Carroll. Oh, I thought they were getting ready to. Oh, they're doing the reserves right now. I still should have had the mic down court side.
You think so for this?
Yeah.
That'd have been nice.
I could always turn it down up here, but and I believe we're about ready for announcements of the starting lineups. Yep, here we go with the starting lineups. First for Bishop Carroll. Well, they're changing it up on me. As I'm going to have to go back as they're starting with number 11. It's going to be a 5'11" senior. It's going to be Dylan Mussett.
No, that's for Basil Linwood.
Well, I went the wrong side, didn't I? I'm sorry. Carson Pratchett, a 6'1" junior. And coming out for Basin Linwood is going to be a 5'8" senior, A.J. Watson. Then number 21 for Bishop Carroll, Tanner Manns, a 6'5" junior for the Golden Eagles. And then it's going to be Jason Porter, a 6'2" senior. Alex Littlejohn, Robin Hood's favorite guy, a 6'3" sophomore coming out. Number 24 for the Golden Eagles. And then Richard Dockery, number 21, a 6-foot junior for Bonner Springs. And then it's going to be a 6'5" senior, number 32, Cade Becker, coming out for Bishop Carroll. Well, they changed it on me. It's 34. It's going to be Enrique Langford, a 6'3" sophomore. And they changed it again. Number 24, a 6-foot senior, Noah Villarreal for Bonner Springs. And now we're going to go to Cade Becker, a 6'5" senior, number 32. And then your senior, number 2. Well, they confused me on that one.
That's all right. We'll get them right.
Well, they take their jerseys off. I got the numbers, and it changed it up on me. Anyway, nevertheless, it's the Bonner Spring Braves and the Bishop Carroll Golden Knights here in round 1 of Class 5A Kansas State Tournament. Only right here on 810 Varsity Sports.
It's going to be a loud one, guys.
Oh.
I'll tell you, the student section for Bonner Springs is rocking. Bishop Carroll.
A little tidbit about William L. White Auditorium. Ground broke in 1940. Opening game was in 1941. The estimated cost back then was $613,000, which is an equivalency of $10.9 million last year. A little tidbit information there.
There you go.
There will not be a test at the end of the game, but
all right, well, here we go.
Bishop Carroll controls the tip, and then a quick steal. Coming back the other direction by Thomas. And they're going to say his foot was on the baseline. It's going to be a turnover.
You're going to see a lot of Thomas tonight. That's their leading scorer. He's the one that they run through. That's the heartbeat of this basketball team. Extremely good basketball player. Keep an eye on him.
Kind of a token man-to-man full court for the Braves.
You know, both these teams, what you see right now, senior-led point guards. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot of that when you come into every team here in the state.
And there's a quick steal by Thomas again. He's going to go end to end. Tries to dish it off to Watson, and he's going to be fouled. And they're going to say it was before the shot. Nope, they're going to give him a 1-and-1. As a foul is going to be on Carson Pritchard. A step back, take the shot for 3 and good by Thomas. He already has 2 steals. And a 3-pointer put the Braves on the board. There's a dish off to the inside, slapped away from behind. I'll tell you what, I think Mr. Thomas came to play.
He did. Well, he's came to play all year. That's why they're 20-2 right now. Again, heartbeat of Bonner Springs. Carroll running a little pass and cut right now, little 5-out. Screening at the top, a deep 3.
Long 3-pointer and good by Pratch. 6:42 to go in the first quarter, and then we're going to have a travel back to Bishop Carroll. Maybe a little early game jitters.
Well, there's a lot going on, man. It's been a long week.
And I walked into the, I got here before the first game started, and you could already feel the excitement, electricity outside the building.
Right.
There's just simply nothing like state tournament action.
Well, and you sit there all week, on Saturday, Friday or Saturday, whenever you transferred in, whenever you won in, you got to celebrate that Saturday night. Sunday, you got to chill out a little bit, but it was game time back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now it's here, man. It's a long week.
It's like, can we just start playing tomorrow, okay?
I know I felt the same way. I'll tell you what, I was watching a lot of other games yesterday on 810 Varsity. I was sitting at home and just getting ready for this, and The one thing that I saw a lot from the guys that won was free throws, and the guys that lost was not making free throws.
Yeah, that's a regular occurrence. Quickly back to the other side, shot no good, and the rebound looking to kick it out was Dockery, and he gets it stripped away. That's going to be an offensive. Pretty much had his feet planted on that one, and I think on top of that, Mans might have lowered the shoulder a little bit more than he needed to on that. So
nice sell job there too by Bonner Springs.
It doesn't hurt none.
Doesn't hurt.
6:05 to go in the first.
Oh,
they're going to get a reach. They're going to get a foul on Pratch. That's going to be his second. Scoreboard's going to mess me up a little bit because I'm used to seeing the number who gets the foul and the foul amount, and they have it turned around here at the scoreboard. So it's 3 quick fouls for Bishop Carroll in the first quarter.
Deep 3 for Watson.
Right wing, no good.
Not afraid to shoot it. I'll tell you what, these guys, Bonner Springs, they can shoot from the outside. They can get to the rack too. Nice
shot no good by Vitriol, or excuse me, by Littlejohn. And the putback is going to be good. Foul's going to be on Porter, his first.
Another missed free throw.
The free throw's no good.
Oh, Watson wasn't
Becker.
paying attention. Bonner Springs with a silly turnover. They tried to get a lead pass out to Watson, wasn't paying attention.
And you can tell exactly what Coach Strike's wanting to do. He's wanting to get this tempo up and really wanting them to get past the defense for BC.
Taking away the right hand.
Pull up, baseline jumper is good. If you can pull up and get those to go in, you're going to have a lot of success because it's kind of hard to sit there and guard, especially when it's like a 6-foot kiss off the glass.
They're getting out and run. Bishop Carroll, lead pass. Ooh,
oh, nice dish back assist by Lynch. Back to Littlejohn. He has 4. Or check that, that's his first bucket.
You know, going to be interesting to see how Bonner Springs reacts here. I'm not sure they've been in this situation before all year.
Oh, rejected on the, oh my. Even Coach Dominic's like, oh my, what was wrong with that?
Right.
He's got his hands straight up going. I don't know if you can see Coach Dominic on this side. He had one of the funniest leg kicks. I'm not sure if he was trying out for the Chicago Bears field goal kicker or not, but
well, they just signed a new one.
Not like that one's going to be any better, probably.
Wait till you find out what his name is.
I'm afraid.
Blewett. His last name is Blewett.
You know, I saw that.
You know, defensively, Bishop Carroll's doing a lot of things right now to keep Bonner Springs at bay.
Getting a pass over the hands of Becker.
Just pure effort right there by Bishop Carroll. Bruce Weber in his play hard chart would be all over that.
Really? Bruce Weber?
Bruce Weber in his play hard chart. Hey, I'm a KU guy, but I can do it.
Hey, bring the title to the state of Kansas. I don't care.
There you go.
4:30 to go in the first.
Great defense again.
Shot attempted by Byers, but was rejected.
Littlejohn.
Nice. Oh, nice backside feed to Cade Becker. Shot was no good, but they're going to have a foul on the shot. And Becker's going to be going up to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be the second on Porter. And Porter hits that one. He has 3. And he hits them both. foul. This one's going to be on Griner Lynch. And the step up from the left elbow is no good by A.J. Watson. And that's the one thing Barton Springs is really going to have to do with the height of Bishop Carroll. They're really going to have to get those second chance opportunities on those missed shots, because right now Bishop Carroll is dominating on the defensive boards.
Well, it's just pure effort at this point. It's who wants it more. And, you know, I wonder how much, again, you got the defending state champions coming in here, how much the fact that they have been here before. Again, you have a senior-led team. They're not afraid of this. This isn't the first time. Bonner Springs, you know, it's their first go-around.
And the shot for three is good by Langford. He has 5.
15-4 early on here, Bishop Carroll.
That's going to be a charge. Yep, that one's going to be on Porter, and that's going to be number 3 on Porter with 3:28 to go in the first. That young man has found himself on the bench probably for majority of the rest of the first half, I would guess.
Right.
And you tell that Coach Strite wanted to leave him in just for his ability and trying to play through it.
But you can't. That's too many fouls too early on.
Yep.
3:21 going right now in the first quarter. Bishop Carroll with a commanding 11-point lead. You know, I'll tell you what, these officials, they're not letting anything go. And by what I mean by that, carries, double dribbles, travels. You've seen it all happen. And
I didn't think Lynch got that far underneath the ball, but and I'll tell you what, in the games that I've seen this year, we have not seen that called very much this year.
I'm okay with it though. Keep it clean. Thomas.
4-3. Good. Dockery for 3.
Oh, Dockery, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said Thomas. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, 23. I'm getting their numbers confused here.
2:45 to go in the first quarter here in the first round of the Class 5A State Champion State Tournament here in Emporia State. Step back for 3. Rattles it in. Langford now has 8 with an 11-point lead for the Golden Eagles. And I'll tell you what, Bonner Springs has not been able to push the issue and get the tempo up to where they want it. Watson with the drive, dishes it off on the baseline to Byers, couldn't handle the pass. And it's going to be another turnover for the Braves. Long three-pointer, a little bit strong. Rebound for Thomas.
One to push, just like you said.
High off the glass, another charge. This one going on Thomas. And what did I say? Bishop Carroll was going to have to do what they could to get back defensively.
And that's what they're doing.
Oh, they're hustling.
And they're being rewarded for it. With
Did Coach Dominic listen to us before they got on the court?
Well, I mean, he should have. I don't know if he did or not, but we are way up here. I tell you what a great arena for the state tournament. Emporia, Kansas, a great host. Emporia State University, a nice, tight, packed, loud arena. Just like a normal high school game atmosphere.
And we're in the euchre seats.
We are. I like it, though.
Spin move high off the glass, no good. By Becker. Long three-pointer, good! Enrique Langford hits the thing from Topeka for 3. Quickly back, missing the 3 is Dockery. The dish out for 3 in the corner, good! Back-to-back three-pointers. Gunnar Lynch for 3, his first bucket of the night. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Golden Eagles. And we have a full timeout taken by Coach Strike. We're going to take a quick timeout. And we'll be back in a minute on 810 Varsity Sports.
Kansas City, believe it or not, springtime is indeed around the corner, and it's time to start thinking about the outdoors. That's why you need to stop by Austin Sales for all your outdoor needs. Check out the new Gravely mowers, and don't miss the upcoming Polaris Spring event for all the latest ATVs. And of course, Austin Sales has a full array of trailers too. Austin Sales, located on K7 Highway just north of Baser. Visit anytime or online at austonsales.com. Austin Sales, wishing all area teams good luck at the state tournament.
Ryan Ragland back with you on 810 Varsity Sports with Rodney White alongside Jackson White at the control of the camera. And after the timeout, back-to-back-to-back three-pointers by Bishop Carroll has given them a 24-7 lead with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. And Bishop Carroll must have heard us say something about them being a 7th seed, and they just went, here, hold my Gatorade real quick. I'll be right back. Shot no good. Still in that man-to-man, stepping up and tipping the ball and then picking it up, cleaning it up for the Golden Eagles is Luke Larkin. As we're going to have a foul on the play. As Carson Lee's going to get called with the foul. That's going to be his first. Kick out for three, no good.
But let's see who comes up with the rebound exactly. That's the difference right there, is the rebounding of Bishop Carroll. You know, I had a little birdie tell me between the different teams, the Bishop Carroll and the Salina Central teams, that this was a tough draw for Bonner Springs. They knew it coming in, and right now, I'm not quite sure they expected this.
I wouldn't think so. And a nice little give and go. Bucket good by Lynch. He has 5. And that's the end of the first quarter. 28-7 to score. Bishop Carroll leading the Bonner Spring Braves. We're going to take a quick timeout. And we'll be back with more on 810 Varsity Sports.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long.
Chiefs checking from Community America.
Ryan Ragland, Rodney White with me alongside here at 810 Varsity Sports. Jackson White with the control of the camera. And coming out to start the second quarter, a foul on the shot is going to go against Tanner Manns. That's going to be his third. And at the free throw line for the Braves, hitting the first free throw is good by Kenya Thomas. And he hits them both. .7:42 to go in the half. Feedback underneath and the pump fake. Rolls around once. Gets it to go in is Becker with 6 points. And quickly back the other side. Bucket is good by Byers. So 6 quick points within the first 40 seconds of the second quarter. Loose ball turnover, but lands into the hands of Pratch. And I'll tell you what, Bishop Carroll doing a nice job clearing the lane as Littlejohn gets another bucket. And for three, no, good. I thought it looked like it wasn't going to make it in, but Damian Stripe makes the three-pointer.
Coach's son.
Not just a coincidence on the last name.
Right.
6:45 to go in the first half. Nice cross step. Shot is no good by Littlejohn. Pushing the issue, reverse layup shot is no good, but Thomas going up to the free throw line to shoot two. Bishop Carroll 2 out of 4 from the free throw line in the first quarter, 2 out of 3 for Bonner Springs. And the free throw by Thomas is good, gives him 6 points. Bonner Springs really looking to cut down. If you can get this within double digits at the half, I got to think you're feeling pretty good about yourself as he makes them both. Gives him 7 points, 4 for 4 from the free throw line for Thomas. 6:24 to go in the first half. Man, another long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, easy turnaround and bucket put back for Langford. 13. Kick out for another three-pointer. No good. Still loose ball. And we're going to have a foul on the loose ball, and it's going to go to Bonner Springs. And going up to the line is going to be Damian Street, as the foul is going to go on Langsford.
Free throws, free throws, free throws. If you're going to get back in this game, that's how you're going to do it.
You're going to have to make those. That's just necessity in life. Feet inside, someone to the right. He goes to the left as Pratch is fouled on the shot. He's going to be going to the free throw line. And that one's going to be on A.J. Watson, his first. First one is good by Pratch. And he hits them both.
And it's one way to stretch a lead as well. Hit your free throws. Pretty simple game. One way to bring it back.
And hitting it for three is Dockery with 7. Cross dribble by Pratch, tries a split. You talk about lucky. Tip ball lands in the hands of Littlejohn for the score. Top of the key for three, no good. And Bishop Carroll with another easy rebound. 4:55 to go in the first half. 4-3, no good. The put back and good with a little bump on Littlejohn, but no call. But extends the lead out to 21.
And back again.
And Bonner Springs just flat out has not been able to control any kind of tempo. As Lynch with a bucket, he has 7 off the bench. 42-19 is the score. We're going to take a timeout and be back right after this on 810 Varsity Sports.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education. With small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors, Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Ryan Ragland, Rodney White, Jackson White back with you at ESU at William L. White Auditorium.
42-19 Bishop Carroll on top of Bonner Springs. 4:20 left in the second quarter. Defense.
Bishop Carroll is just tenacious on the defense right now, and they're basically double teaming anyone that has the ball. And the weird thing is, Bonner Springs is trying to pass out of it.
But they're closeouts.
And before they get a chance, Bishop Carroll is right back on the double team.
Right. Well, and the closeouts are so quick, they're getting a hand up into the face as the shots are going in. And man, not what I expected to see here in round number one.
First free throw is good. By Trent Stemick. Hits them both. With under 4 minutes to go in the first half.
I think, like you said earlier, Ryan, I think getting this thing back within 10, 12 points before halftime, if you're Bonner Springs.
You're gonna have to get this in scoring really quick. How in the world did he make that? Cade Becker.
When it's your night.
With the bucket and the foul.
It's your night.
And right now, and it's not by any lack of effort by Bonner Springs, but right now they're trading 3 for 2s.
Right.
And it's either Bishop Carroll hitting it deep from the three-point line, or they're getting good looks inside, or getting the breaks, getting the luck on the tip passes.
And I'll tell you what, right now the matchup really is the post play, and they're not defending it very well with your Bonner Springs right now. Easy buckets at the rim, and they're making every single one of them when they get to the chance to get to the rim.
So Becker at the line, 3 out of 4 so far tonight. Misses that one. Clock at 3:42 and a half. Watson with the kick out, 4-3, good. Kent Stemick for 3.
Timeout, Bishop Carroll, 30-second timeout. Real quick, I just want to say thank you to some of the sponsors that did help make this happen on a late whim here. I want to talk about Kling Auto and Diesel Repair, just right there in Bonner Springs, in Bonner Springs on Linwood Road. Darren Kling has been at it for a long time. I take my cars there. I've taken my daughter's cars there. Darren Kling stepping up and helping us get here to Emporia. We thank you so much, and we appreciate it. Please help out and give Darren a like on Facebook. Go friend him on Facebook. If you have a car repair, Darren Kling can take care of it. And also Wagon Tail's Day Spa, right there in Baser, Kansas, right on Pinehurst Drive. Wagon Tail's Day Spa, the boutique pet grooming training for your pups. You have to have them on a leash though, Ryan, when you go in there. I saw the sign today. You can't just let them go willy-nilly. But I guess you can bring your kids in with no leash, but you have to keep your dogs on a leash. So Wagon Tail's Day Spa, we thank you so much.
Oh, that's hilarious right there. That's when you know it's a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's on the steal. Trying for the steal is Langford, but he's going to get called for the foul. Or check that. I didn't mean going for the steal, because I forgot which direction we were going. As Dockery, or not Dockery, excuse me, but Thomas at the line hits the first one. He's 4 out of 4, make that 5 out of 5.
You're going to have to hit him to get back in. And defense.
Well, it's kind of, yeah, and you can't go zone because Bishop Carroll's making.
They're making everything.
They're making 3-pointers out of the county. Okay.
Yeah. But again, weather the storm. Get this thing back within 13-14. Not that way though.
Well, too quick on the transition. Lil John with 10. Nice spin move, kiss off the glass and good. That's textbook by Kenya Thomas. Gives him 11.
46-28, 2:52 to go here in the second quarter. Bishop Carroll on top of Bonner Springs right now. And I say a little bit of an upset.
And it's it's hard to say upset or not with the steal by Dooley.
But look how
Dockery, excuse me.
Bishop Carroll got back on defense.
This is the tempo that Bishop or Bonner Springs is wanting. They're wanting to push it and get those steals in transition. But like you said, Bishop Carroll's doing a great job getting back on defense.
They are. They had the 3-man. You had your point guard in the middle with the basketball looking to go left, looking to go right, but Bishop Carroll was right there to stop it.
Free throw is good by Thomas. He's going to need an extra page just for all the free throws, as he's perfect so far. Checking in is going to be Pratch. Coming in for Gunnar Lynch. And it's good. So it remains perfect.
16-point game. These last 2 minutes and 33 seconds are going to be huge for Bonner Springs. Does it go to 20 or do we get it down to 12 or 10?
Well, they've got it down to 16 with a little bit of a push. It's still possible they can get it down to 10.
Or they can go back to 19.
Catch and shoot,
nope.
No good.
Here we go.
Quickly up court to Watson. He's going to take it for 3. A little bit short, looked like it was on line.
Everybody just standing around right
Pump
now.
fake, get the foul, and not the bucket. As Kenya Thomas, and this is a little bit more of Bonner Springs basketball here. You can see it starting to come in a little bit. As a third foul is going to be called on Lil John. Still perfect from the free throw line is Kenya Thomas. That makes 10. Here comes 11. 15 points for Kenya Thomas. Pulling the Braves back within 14. Now how huge are those free throws, just like Rodney's been talking about.
Charge.
Yeah, there's going to be a charge there. The ball was lost on the tip. Clock stop at 1:55. Bonner Springs starting to get that momentum back a little bit.
I'll tell you what.
Third foul on Langford.
If you're Bonner and you can get this back to 10 before you go into half, you are ecstatic because you can put points up in a hurry.
Massively pumped up. Clock stopped at 1:55. Coaches or refs conferring for a second. Tried a little pick and roll with Byers, and it gets tipped out of bounds. Clock stopped at 1:46. Looking for that pick and roll again with Byers. Bishop Carroll kind of saw that one coming. Kick out for 3.
That'd be huge.
That would have been a big one if Byers could have hit it.
Now you must have a stop here if you're Bonner Springs.
And you're going to have to extend your defense out. And the drive, shot's no good, but going to the line is going to be Lynch. As the foul is going to be on Kenyon Thomas, his second. I'm going to run out of paper. I'm going to run out of sheet. These guys are knocking me dead with the free throws in the second quarter.
Yeah,
He hits the first one. This is the second one. 47-32. Clock at 1:18. Bishop Carroll really tough on that defense. The floater can't get it to go in. And I believe someone just might twist an ankle. He went down hard. No, that's
maybe a knee.
I'm wondering if that might be a knee. I'm afraid it might be. I'll tell you what happened. Cade Becker came down, and I thought Versang was his ankle, but his ankle never moved. There wasn't anyone around, and the first thing he did was hit the floor and grabbed his left knee. And hopefully that's not going to be the case. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout while they tend to Cade Becker. 47-32 is the score, 1:09 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this on 810 Varsity Sports.
Kansas City, believe it or not, springtime is indeed around the corner, and it's time to start thinking about the outdoors. That's why you need to stop by Austin Sales for all your outdoor needs. Check out the new Gravely mowers, and don't miss the upcoming Polaris Spring event for all the latest ATVs. And of course, Austin Sales has a full array of trailers too. Austin Sales, located on K7 Highway just north of Baser. Visit anytime or online at austinsales.com. Austin Sales, wishing all area teams good luck at the state tournament.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long.
Chiefs checking from Community America.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Ryan Ragley, Rodney White, Jackson White back with you at Emporia State University at William L. White Auditorium as Cade Becker was helped off the court.
Huge loss.
If he does not come back, that's going to be gargantuan.
1:08 left here in the second quarter. Again, 47-32 Bishop Carroll. Your defending 5A state champions trying to move on to the second round.
Watson with the drive. And they're going to have a foul as Watson's going to go up the line to shoot two. As they're going to get the foul. As they're going to get the foul on Carter Reed. Looking for one more. And he hits them both. Actually, that's A.J. Watson's first 2 points of the night.
For a guy that averages 14.3 a game, there you go.
And a steal. Just like that. Here comes the Braves, cuts the lead down to 11. Now that 10-point mark is very, very doable.
40 seconds left.
Nice ball movement by Bishop Carroll.
Here we go.
No good. Byers with the rebound, but he's going to be fouled on the reach, and he's going to the line to shoot two. I do believe Bonner Springs is in the house.
They are in the house. Orange Crush is in the house, and they're trying to get this down to 9 before they can go into halftime.
And he hits the first one. That cuts the lead to 10. At one point, they were down by 21, 42-21. Byer leaves that one way short.
Oh. Pressure defense trying to extend them out. One shot here for Bishop Carroll.
So a 16-5 run by Bonner Springs has gotten the game back within 10.
Oh, why?
That, I'll tell you what, that's a, Pratch obviously is pretty smart because he sees what the refs are calling, and he literally dribbled into A.J. Watson and drew the foul and sends him up to the line. And it's good.
Either way, if you're Bonner Springs right now, you've got to be happy no matter what happens. You're going to get an opportunity to take a last shot here.
Not sure what the refs are conferring about. They're going to say no free throw.
Did he step over the line?
Huh.
Get an explanation here. Bishop Carroll coach getting an explanation.
Obviously, Coach Dominic knows how big it is.
We appreciate your patience and everybody watching right now. As we know the internet connection is jumping up and down. We are on a hard wire. We're doing the best we can. And we'll see what we can look at halftime.
Yeah, it's kind of strange how it's bouncing back and forth. I'm not.
Yeah.
Is Coach Dominic still talking to one of the refs? So the first free throw is negated. So Pratt's getting set for the second one.
He misses it. Here we
Ends
go.
up missing both of them.
Can they get it to 8? Possibly 7.
8 seconds on the clock in the half. Pass is tipped. 4 seconds on the clock. Pat tipped again.
They are calling everything.
Oh man, I think that's a hard foul on Byers because that's just a loose ball and two guys going at it. I think I would have rather seen no call on that one and just let the time run out. That's just me, but they're going to get the foul on Byers. That's going to be his third. And going up to the line is going to be Luke Larkin.
Ooh, it got the roll.
Larkin with one more, 1.9 seconds to go in the half. And he gets the triple bounce. Long court shot, no good. At the half, 49-37. We're going to take a timeout, be back with a halftime coming up in a minute on 810 Varsity Sports.
Kansas City, believe it or not, springtime is indeed around the corner, and it's time to start thinking about the outdoors. That's why you need to stop by Austin Sales for all your outdoor needs. Check out the new Gravely mowers, and don't miss the upcoming Polaris Spring event for all the latest ATVs. And of course, Austin Sales has a full array of trailers too. Austin Sales, located on K7 Highway just north of Baser. Visit anytime or online at austinsales.com. Austin Sales, wishing all area teams good luck at the state tournament.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education with small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors. Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Ryan Regland, Rodney White, and Jackson White with you at the Euchre seats at ESU, but I'll tell you right now, this may be the Euchre seats, best seats in the house.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to trade these for nothing. Real quick, take a look at some of the stats. Kind of, I guess, the really stand out. 10 for 10 from the free throw line for Kenyon Thomas, as he has 15 points. 30 points to 20 outscored by Bonner Springs, as they were 17 of 21 by my record from the free throw line. And that goes to what you're talking about, Rodney, where the free throws are coming in huge for Bonner, and they were going to need to hit them.
Yeah, they have to hit them. That's the only way they're getting back in this basketball game right now. And you know what's crazy is I've always said that 25 points is a phenomenal quarter. To be able to put up 25 points. That's a really, really good quarter. Bonner Springs just put up 30 points in the second quarter. So,
take a look at some of the other scores real quick. All scores are being led by Kenyon Thomas with 15, as I said. Rest of the scoring for Bonner Springs, 2 points for A.J. Watson. Or actually, that should be 4 points, as he had the steal, and I forgot to add that on there. He has 4 points, 7 points for Richard Dockery. Another big stat, 3 fouls for Porter, all in the first quarter, so we haven't seen him in the second quarter.
Right.
3 points for Ethan Byers, 3 points for Damian Strite, and Trent Stimick with 5. Taking a look at for Bonner Springs, 5 points for Carson Pritchard, 10 for Alex Littlejohn, 8 points for Cade Becker. We're not sure if we're going to see him back, as he went down with a knee injury, it looked like. 13 points for Enrique Langford, 8 for Gunnar Lynch, and 4 for Larkin, as Bishop Carroll is 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 17 of 21 by my count for Bonner Springs. So yeah, the huge stat, you know, it's got to come up from Thomas, hitting 10 for 10 from the free throw line, and outscoring usually 20 to 30. You know, you're going to look at for a halftime score. That's the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, both teams, the defensive effort for Bishop Carroll, but really just the dominant offensive performance in the second half, or the second quarter for Bonner Springs. Bonner Springs can put them on you in a hurry, man. They're out of that Kansas City area. They beat a really, really good Piper team earlier in the year, so do not count them out. Do not let the score fool you. 12 points is nothing for them. But Bishop Carroll, again, the defending state champion, you know, they've been here before. It's not new to them. This isn't a new environment, but I just hope that first quarter for Bonner Springs doesn't do them in.
Yeah, and at the same time, you got to be feeling good. You have the momentum. You were down by 21, even though you're down 12. You know, and I'm going to say questionable call. It's a judgment call. It's, you know, a lot of people would call it, a lot of people wouldn't. It is what it is.
But a lot of people wouldn't put on the stripes and actually officiate. So,
hey,
it's a tough gig.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So maybe it gives me a little more of an ability to kind of criticize, but I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that's a total judgment call.
Yeah.
Me, I know how I would have called it, but hey, I'm not down there. I'm not wearing the striped shirt, and my opinion doesn't matter.
Well, and I can tell you this is definitely not a game that the officials have had, I don't want to say control of, or they haven't. It's not the officials that made this a 12-point game. It's the quick, the transition defense, and it's just the outright fact that Bishop Carroll hasn't missed a shot. I mean, I don't know what their shooting percentage is right now, but it's got to be pretty high because they're getting bunnies and they're making them. They're getting right underneath the basket.
Yeah, and when they get in the paint, I mean, it's 2-3 feet from the paint. But the kicker is what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a shot chart on their three-point shots. Because I mean, we when I lived in Wichita 20-some years ago, Bishop Carroll was known for their outside shooting. Evidently, they're still known for the outside shooting because if it's like Bonner's going to, and I don't know this what they're trying to do, but it's almost like Bishop Carroll's trying to get the defense to stretch out by hitting the three-pointers. But when they hit them, if they get the defense stretched out, now that's going to open up the inside. Then they can start dishing. The only thing is, they don't need to worry about dishing them because they're hitting them from out of the county.
Yeah, it definitely helps. You know, when you can hit the outside shot, it opens everything else up. You know, the other big thing that we have to make sure that we keep an eye on is Becker, Cade Becker. Your senior, your 6'5" senior for Bishop Carroll. Is he okay? Is he going to be able to play as he went down late in that second quarter?
49-37 the score. We're going to take a timeout. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about coming up the second half. And we'll have the second half with Bishop Carroll and Bonner Springs coming up in a minute on 810 Varsity Sports.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education. With small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors, Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Kansas City, believe it or not, springtime is indeed around the corner, and it's time to start thinking about the outdoors. That's why you need to stop by Austin Sales for all your outdoor needs. Check out the new Gravely mowers, and don't miss the upcoming Polaris Spring event for all the latest ATVs. And of course, Austin Sales has a full array of trailers too. Austin Sales, located on K7 Highway just north of Baser. Visit anytime or online at austinsales.com. Austin Sales, wishing all area teams good luck at the state tournament.
Chiefs checking from Community America gets you closer to the game. Is there any better way to get closer?
Hey, man. Go long. Chiefs checking from Community America.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Ryan Regland, Rodney Ryan back with you.
So I did get a hold.
At William L. White Auditorium, and you got, I don't know how you did it, but you got a hold of the stats. Knock yourself out.
I did, man. And it's exactly what I wanted to see, and guess what? It told me exactly what I thought it was going to do. Bishop Carroll shot 60% in the first half.
Wow.
They shot 41.
What are they doing, shooting against KU now?
Right. They shot just under 42% from three-pointers in the first half. They shot 50% from the free throw. Bonner Springs, 33% from the first half, 8 of 24, and 5 of 12, so 41% from behind the arc. So 60%.
And the free throws?
84% for Bonner Springs. 16 of 19.
They needed that.
That'll do it.
Bishop Carroll start the second half with the ball and a miss, and quickly down court. He's been wanting to play a little bit. Is Dockery, and they're going to say it was out of bounds on Bonner. A.J. Watson's going to have to watch it. He's kind of getting a little more animated, and that's a guy you can't afford to lose. He hasn't had the point production, but he's still been felled in the game. 7:30 to go in the third. Winner of this game will take on the winner between Baser Linwood and Salina Central tomorrow. And a turnaround and good by Pratch. (50-37), 7-11. A.J. Watson says, here's my point, starting to come up a little bit. He has 6.
Now I think you're going to see some really good basketball right now as both of these teams have settled down. They know a little bit about each other. They got to make their adjustments at halftime.
And I think Coach Dominic shot and missed, but there's that lucky tip in. Lynch with the bucket. And I think what Coach Dominic wants to do is I think he wants to get this pace settled down a little bit and get back to what Bishop Carroll does and get more of a possession. And that was a good no call. Shot no good.
And I don't see Becker out there either. I was anxious to see if he was going to come back.
4-3, in and out. But the rebound by Prash, the put back off the other side. And the rebound by Porter. And a big bag of ice on Becker. So he is definitely done for the night. Watson for 3. Good! A.J. Watson has 9.
And we have a ball game, Ryan.
It's back to an 11-point deficit. And a foul. And the bucket's going to be good.
I got to give credit to my PA announcer guy, too. He woke up a little bit. I like it.
Oh, he's been awake the whole game.
Well, the starting lineups, I felt like but now, hey, he just did a nice little and one call there that I'm solid with. I like it.
You like those?
I do. I'm going to have to steal that.
First points by Tanner Mans. Extends the lead out to 14. And I'll tell you right now, this is about where Bishop Carroll wants to be. 4-3 and good. Villarreal for 3. He has 4. Cuts it back to 11. And Bishop Carroll wants to keep that arm length reach.
Because they know exactly what Bonner Springs is capable of doing.
Wow. Good! Another one. Mans with another bucket. Quickly has 6. As the shot's no good, but a foul on the shot. Foul's going to be on Carson Lee. It's going to be his 3rd. Clock at 5:02 in the third. Watson, Katzen shooting good! Watson says, okay, the points are coming, folks. He has 12. Again, back-to-back 3-pointers by both teams. It's going back and forth from 11 to 13-point game.
Yeah, he walked with it.
That's going to be a turnover as Mann, just a little quick stutter step. Coach Dominic in the ear of one of the refs, talking to him a little bit. There goes A.J. around a player, shot's no good. Quickly back the other direction is Larkin behind the back. Nice feed to the weak side, pump fake.
Oh, he got a hand on it.
And he got a hand on it, still didn't go in, and then he got the putback by Lil John. Gives him 12. 61-48, 4:13 to go in the third.
Both of these teams can score some points. Wow.
Quickly up ahead, nice transition. Oh, the stuff is missed. And who comes up with it but Bishop Carroll? This one won't be a stuff. He's going to make sure that one goes in as Mann has 8. I wonder how far Mans was thinking, all right, here I got this one. As they say, he didn't have the ups on that one.
Oh, he got up.
He got the ups, but the ups were a little bit too early. He was on the downswing of it. As Dockery on the drive is fouled.
You know, but what I don't like about that is the fact that they got that dunk opportunity because nobody got back for Bonner Springs. They just kind of watched it happen.
Yep. And what happened, that lucky tip ended up going back to him as a free throw is good. As the foul is going to be on Littlejohn, and that's going to be his, they're going to say third. I thought he only had 3. Or check that. They're checking it. Luke Larkin with the foul. That's going to be his second. Second free throw is no good.
I think it's 63-49. 3:37 to go here in the third quarter.
Bonner Springs really trying to get that push, and they need a couple good defensive stops to stop Bishop Carroll on their hot streak, and we're going to have a travel as the lead is back to 14, and it's been 14-11 this whole third quarter.
Right.
And
man, they take advantage of every missed opportunity.
Left-handed layup, the bucket, and the foul. Gunnar Lynch with the bucket and the foul on the steal. As Watson tried to get the ball over to Stemick, and I think it was a little bit behind him. Lynch's free throw is good. Gives him 13. Extends the lead out to 17 now. And this is that long stretch arm reach that Bishop Carroll wanted. As Coach Dominic wants a 30-second timeout, and you got some more sponsors that you want to thank for getting us here.
I do, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the sponsors that helped us out. Luke Cooper, Pure Sweat Basketball, helping us out. Luke Cooper is an NBA skills guy, but he also comes back and helps a lot of these local players. If you're looking for something to help the basketball game, Luke Cooper, Googling, Facebook, Instagram, Luke Cooper of Pure Sweat Basketball helping us out. Darren Kling Auto and Diesel Repair out of Bonner Springs, Kansas at 16463 Linwood Road. Kling Auto and Diesel Repair, they've taken care of every one of my cars. He does a phenomenal job. Darren Kling, Wagon Tail's Day Spa in Baser, Kansas, helping us out as well. So we really appreciate their help and wouldn't be here without them.
And look who I just pull up on Instagram real quick. John Allen getting ready for the Humboldt.
Right.
And a break. Right now, the breaks are just continuously going to Bishop Carroll's way. Is like, even when they make a mistake, things land right into their laps.
There we go.
There's a steal coming back the other direction. Here's A.J. Watson, left-handed layup. Strong off the backboard, and he can't believe it. And one and done again for Bonner, and that's going to be a charge. That's an easy call. That one's going to be on Larkin. .66-49 clock stopped at 2:48 as Larkin gets called for his third foul. Bonner by no means is out of this.
No.
This team's already shown once how quickly they can hit.
There it is.
4-3, no good. Oh.
Just the effort alone on that.
Oh, my, yeah. That's just a couple arms getting tied up going for the same ball. And they're going to call it. Congratulations on the effort, Mr. Stemick. You now get a personal foul.
But, man, I'll tell you what about a jump and how about getting up there, man? The effort for Bonner Springs has been better. You know, I love watching these guys play.
That's ups.
Yeah.
He got the ups on that one.
Yeah, I don't have those.
I never did.
I have no idea what that feels like. Oh, touchdown.
Gonna have to save it.
Oh.
Good idea.
Bad execution.
That was Patrick Mahomes passing the ball to me on the go route.
Yeah. Literally you. And that's why he overthrew you by 20 yards.
Exactly.
Guys, again, we appreciate
and that was after the afterburners were kicked in.
Right.
I hit the nitrous, my turbos kicked in, and nothing would work. Clock at 2:34 in the third.
Working some offense here. Watson at the top. He's not afraid to pull it.
Watson with the drive, the kick out, 4-3.
Short. Nobody there to get the rebound for Bonner Springs.
And that's one thing you really you've got to chase. I don't know how. Wow, that could have been an over and back, but I think because, and I'm not sure of the rule, quickly back the other way. That's a travel.
Ooh, they got a charge.
Well, I thought he had traveled before that.
Well, it was a Euro step.
The Euro step, okay. But I'll tell you what, and I've seen this a lot in high school basketball, a lot of guys aren't chasing their shots.
Right.
You've got to do it. You've got to have, and I've seen teams where they have one or two person get back defensively.
Instantly.
Everyone else that's like free throw line to the baseline, you go after the shot.
Yeah.
And if it's your shot, you go after it. And right now, Bishop Carroll.
They just have a wide open lane.
Yeah. The only bad thing was that Tanner Mans might have saw that a little bit late. But yeah, that was like Noah parting the Red Sea going, there you go. The foul's going to be on Stimick, his third.
And guys, I know, as this broadcast goes on, I know that the stream is in and out. We appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. And we're doing
totally confused on why.
Yeah, I'm not sure on why. We do have a hard wire in here. We thought we were going to have great connection all the way through, but hang out with us. We'll see what we can figure out. But we do appreciate it, and we apologize.
We'll do it. We'll do a reboot. But yeah, it's like the wave for whatever reason.
All right.
10 points for Mans. Now it's a 19-point game where this thing was at the beginning of the third quarter was floating back and forth from 11 to 13 for a while.
Well, and again, with Cade Becker out, I thought it was a phenomenal opportunity for Bonner Springs to be able to come out of halftime and really make a dent in this game, but it's went the other way. Credit to Bishop Carroll.
Cratch passes up the three-pointer off the screen.
1:15 to go.
Look
here in the
at
third
that feed
quarter.
inside. I'm not sure how he saw that one. But Littlejohn's going to be fouled. He's going to be going, no, he's not. I thought for a second he was going at the free throw line. That's only the sixth team foul for Bonner. 1:12 to go in the third.
Nice move.
And Littlejohn with the force. He gets it in there.
That's where the lack of size for Bonner Springs hurts him right now. Nobody to defend anything down there.
And if you take a look at the 2-3 zone by Bishop Carroll now.
Making them.
And a tip as it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Bonner Springs.
70 to 49.
48 and a half seconds. Possession arrow going to the Braves will start the fourth quarter.
Their defense
Watson
right now.
pulls up for the shot. Watson right now just cannot buy a shot when he started off as hot as anything in the third quarter.
Bishop Carroll now just going to run out the clock, get a last-second shot here, take what they can get, try not to get anybody in foul trouble, nobody driving to the basket for a charge, and take this thing into the fourth quarters. We've got 15 seconds left.
Yep, and this is where in this situation Bishop Carroll is going to play, play a lot of possession basketball right now.
Right. Oh, double, there it is.
Nice little feed. That could have been a travel on that jump, but the bucket was good by Larkin, gives him 6. And at the end of the third quarter, 72-49. Take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on 810 Varsity Sports.
Kansas City, believe it or not, springtime is indeed around the corner, and it's time to start thinking about the outdoors. That's why you need to stop by Austin Sales for all your outdoor needs. Check out the new Gravely mowers, and don't miss the upcoming Polaris Spring event for all the latest ATVs. And of course, Austin Sales has a full array of trailers too. Austin Sales, located on K7 Highway just north of Baser. Visit anytime or online at austinsales.com. Austin Sales, wishing all area teams good luck at the state tournament.
Ryan Ragland, Rodney White, and Jackson White with you at Coach Slay Court here at William L. White Auditorium. I don't know if these guys haven't figured out that both bands playing at the same time is kind of counterproductive.
You know, the last game here in Pittsburgh, their bands, one would play, the other band would cheer for them, and then the next time the other band would play and they would cheer for them. It was a great.
I don't know how the bands knew what they were playing because you really couldn't hear anything.
A lot of music.
72-49. Heading into the fourth quarter with a 23-point lead for Bishop Carroll, 4-3.
He got fouled.
As Thomas going to be going up to the line to shoot 3.
You know, and again, we know Bonner Springs can put up points in a hurry. They put up 30 in the second quarter, and they did it right here. On the free throw line, they hit a couple threes. Game's not over yet, 22 points. But I'll tell you what, it would be a upset or a comeback for the ages.
Yeah, that it would, making the second one. Thomas just money from the free throw line.
Is that 13 for 13 now?
I don't know where he's going after high school, but wherever he's going, they're getting a pretty good free throw shooter. This guy is
free throw line.
Take it to the bank.
Yeah. Well, the kid can ball too, averaging 21 points a game. Just a hell of a basketball player.
Half of them coming from the free throw line.
Hey, where you get him.
Catch and shoot by Pratch, in and out. I'm kind of surprised that they took that shot.
Good look. And
quickly up ahead, nice pass, the assist from Watson. Going to Dockery.
72-54, here comes Bonner Springs. I would think you've got to change your game plan up here, and you're just going to move the basketball. No shot clock in the state of Kansas.
I can't see taking a lot of nice unless it's a backdoor cut wide open. Bucket good by Mans.
That's a kind of offense that you run that we're trying to teach the young ones, right? Trying to teach my son. That's how you get open. That's how you get a backdoor cut. Wow.
A.J. Watson for 3. He must like the early part of the quarters. 74-57. 6.5 to go in the game. Salina Central, Baser Linwood. Coming up next in the final game of round 1 of Class 5A Boys State Tournament.
Man, just wide open.
Nice feed.
It's just backdoor cuts all day long.
Well, and it to there, you're taking the quality of your possession and not the quantity of it.
And I imagine they want to. Ooh, look at that.
Nice move.
I imagine that Bishop Carroll wants to take time off the clock, but when you've got wide open backdoor layups like that, you got to take them.
Yeah, it's, run the clock, look for the good shot. If it's there, take it. I'm not going to ever be mad about that.
Oh, good
They're going to
defense.
say all ball on that
wow.
one. And what happens to the break? It goes Bishop Carroll's way. Kick that one out, reset the offense. Almost stolen by Watson.
And again, a drive to the bucket.
And that's going to be going back to Bishop Carroll. And literally, Bonner Springs has not caught many breaks at all tonight.
Right.
Almost every single stretch, almost every single
Anything positive that can go Bishop Carroll's way is went Bishop Carroll's
And
way.
it's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
They sat there and going, hey, we drove all the way up from Wichita. I mean, come on.
Right. How far of a drive is that? A couple hours, right?
Hour, maybe hour 10, hour 15.
Okay.
It's not. Equally from Bonner almost. Shot rejected, blocked by Thomas. Staying with Bishop Carroll with 5:20 to go in the game.
Keon Thomas is a basketball player, man. Just an absolute stud at the game of basketball.
Knocked away, but brought it back. Watson trying to rip it away. The cut.
Cut.
Wow.
All day long.
And credit Lynch on that one. He saw Pratch was in trouble.
And just cut.
And just broke right to the bucket as Coach Dominic wants a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 5:06 to go in the game. We'll take a timeout. And be back with more right after this on 810 Varsity Sports. Ryan Ragland, Randy White.
Rodney White.
Right? God. Hey, I'm going back to old Cowboy days. Rodney White, Jackson White with the camera. As we have 5:06 to go in the game, 78-59 to score. And I'll tell you what, it may be a 19-point game, but it does not feel like it's a 19-point game.
Not with Bonner Springs on the other end of the floor.
Across the timeline, gets it out to the right wing. Bonner Springs really needs to get long three-pointer by Watson. No good. On line, but just a little bit off on the power. Cross dribble by Pratch, loses it. Back the other side, Watson with the left layup, but blocked from behind by Mans. Bonner still had, oh, nice behind the head pass. Bucket good by Porter. His first points. Half-court trap by Bonner. And they're going to say it was off Bonner Springs.
Nope.
Nice, or off Bishop Carroll. As I'm thinking Thomas might have helped with the reffing on that just a little bit.
Well,
as he was already calling it before the ref did.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Right. They need this one.
Little floater inside the lane, no good.
Effort all day.
And the foul. Going to the line is going to be Dooley. Clock stopped at 4:11. And I'll tell you what, Bishop, there's no one happier about the point spread right now than Bishop Carroll, because they know if Bonner Springs was a lot closer, they'd literally have a fight in their hands, and they have a fight in their hands right now the way it is.
Right. Keon Thomas is trying to bring him single-handedly back into this basketball game.
He has 5 points, make it 6 in this quarter with 14. Kind of surprised Bonner didn't bring up the full court sooner. As it's going to go out of bounds off Pratch and say it stays with the Braves.
4:05 left here in the fourth quarter. 15-point ball game. Bishop Carroll 78. The second seed Bonner Springs 63.
4-3 in and out. And they're going to say a foul on the floor. And that's going to be the 6th team foul. That's going to go on Alex Littlejohn. That's going to be his 4th. And right now, Bonner Springs really can't take a, wow.
Stops the clock, puts you to the line.
Going up the line for 1-1 is going to be A.J. Watson. As Pratt's going to get called for his third foul. (78-63). Still got a chance to cut this thing down. Watson has 16.
Winner advances to tomorrow and also guarantees themselves a third game no matter what.
That's how big this game is. Just win the first one, you know you have two more.
Right.
That one goes in and out. Clock at 3:51. They're going to get Watson on the foul. Shaking his head, yeah, but he didn't think about it when the whistle first blew.
Right.
That's going to be his third.
Oh. Free throw's not able to go down.
Well, Means misses that one.
3:44
Good ball
left.
rotation, baseline jumper. Wow.
And again, another break. But you create the breaks yourself. Being
Yeah.
in the right spot.
Give and go, back, blocked from behind. Bishop Carroll still comes up with a loose ball in the foul. And Watson's got it, and Watson's reaction just kind of dictates Bonner Springs. You cannot believe, and I don't say breaks meaning it's sloppy.
No.
Just loose ball breaks. You don't know how it's going to work out. And man, every loose ball has just seems to have gone Bishop Carroll's way.
But I think sometimes you can put yourself in a position to make sure that those breaks go your way by making sure you're around the basketball.
Yep.
The effort for Bonner Springs is there.
And equal is, and I'll tell you what, Bishop Carroll is going to leave this just gym, and they're going to think they were in a battle for their lives,
Right.
even though they're up 16. Both free throws are good by Carson Lee. 3.5 to go in the game. And there's another loose one. That was just a bad execution. Backside feed wide open on the baseline and good is Littlejohn. 16 for him.
82 points in a high school basketball game.
That's pretty good. They scored 28 and 20.
And really, it was that Bonner Springs first quarter.
Yeah, that's the big deficit when you're down 28-7. Foul on the drive. Clock stops at 2:35. The line is Gunnar Lynch.
Again, we appreciate you guys watching, sticking out through the stream. We know the internet connection's up and down and up and then back down and then sideways a little bit more, but
Some kind of weird wave going on. Right now it's pretty good.
yeah.
At least we have a green light. That's what it shows.
Maybe do a little reset before the next game and see what we get.
And he makes them both. 84-66, 2.5 to go in the game. Long three-pointer. No good, one and done. And I'll tell you what, that's something else Bishop Carroll has done.
Rebound.
And it was kind of one thing we talked about with that height is we talked about early in the game, those second chance possibilities and the defensive boards for Bishop Carroll, and you had the stat, I don't know if you saw that, but in the first half, defensive boards for Bishop Carroll were just astronomical.
Right. Well, and again, you put yourself in a position to capitalize. Bishop Carroll unable to make the first one there, 84-66. 2:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Bishop Carroll is going to advance to tomorrow to play the winner of Salina Central and Basler Linwood.
Basler Linwood 19-2, Salina Central 17-5, as they had to go all the way down to Wichita Heights to defeat the Falcons.
In a minor upset, actually, is what I was reading.
Well, you know, when you get to a certain point, when you get in the second round of any tournament or so, on that end, I really don't see it as much of an upset.
Right.
But going to Wichita and taking on Heights, you know, going on the road regardless and coming away with a sub-state championship to go to state, I don't care who you are, that's going to be tough. So Salina Central already showing what they're able to do. As Bishop Carroll fans giving their starters a round of applause.
Clearing the bench on both sides. Bonner Springs is clearing their bench. They're going to lose some seniors. A.J. Watson, you know, a great point
Porter
guard.
Thomas, Villarreal. As we will have the next game coming up about 25 minutes after completion of this game with Salina Central and Basler Linwood. As that one's going to be a 3-6 matchup. And literally, I'm kind of surprised on how these games have gone the first three. Could you say that Bishop Carroll might be the best number 7 seed in state tournaments?
I tell you what, you can't. The losses mean nothing. The 5 losses throughout the year, you know, depends on who you play.
Yeah. And this is where I'm thinking you're going to have a lot of possession. Step up and shot,
well,
and good.
I'll tell you what, you got the guys that don't normally get in right now.
They're going to shoot.
They're going to shoot. I'm telling you right now, they're going to shoot.
I'd shoot.
I'm shooting from everywhere. Give me the rock. I'm letting it fly.
Hey, I don't get off the bench much, and when I do, I'm going to do something. I may miss, but I'm getting on the score sheet somehow.
That's right.
Clock stopped at 1:25.
Young sophomore Dylan Palmberg right now at the free throw line. Guys, I'm not going to lie. He looks like he's in 8th grade.
I was gonna say maybe just getting into middle school.
Right, but you know he's a baller if he's already on varsity getting some minutes right now. So looking forward to keeping an eye on him because I want to see him handle the rock.
4-3, no good. Back the other direction, 1:10 to go in the game. And there's some nice height coming in for Bonner Springs, returning back.
But losing Thomas and losing A.J. Watson, it's a lot of points to make up for.
Under a minute to go, 47 seconds to go. As Bishop Carroll will take on the winner between Basler Linwood and Salina Central. As that game will be at 8:15 tomorrow night here at Emporia State University at William L. White Auditorium. As Bishop Carroll is going to run the clock out. A huge thanks to everyone joining us here on 810 Varsity Sports. Stick around, Salina Central, Basler Linwood, the final game of Class 5A coming up. And it can only be seen here on 810 Varsity Sports. For Ryan Ragland, Rodney White, cameraman Jackson White, thanks for joining us once again. 87-70, your final score. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes on 810 Varsity Sports.